Love is a complex thing. It has 1,000 different meanings and expresses itself in 1,000 different ways. It's been the subject of countless works of great art across time and medium, each of which tries to get at different nuances of the emotion. But despite all these complexities, love is often at its best when it's simple. Or at least that's been my experience. And I think the same can be said for love songs. Sure, there are plenty of great songs that plumb the depths of the romantic experience, but so many of the most lasting love songs succeed by stripping the emotion down to something profoundly simple. One such song is Al Green's timeless classic, Let's Stay Together. Let's Stay Together is no lyrical marvel or technical feat. It has no experimental structure, no complex metaphors or dense rhyme scheme. It's little more than 3 verses and a pair of choruses. And yet it's persisted for more than 50 years, standing as one of the most profound and universally beloved pop songs of all time. So how did Al Green turn such a simple song into such a successful expression of one of the most complex sensations humans experience? Let's take a closer look. It might not be a surprise to learn that the lyrics of Let's Stay Together were written in just 15 minutes. The song was originally born from the minds of producer Willie Mitchell and drummer Al Jackson. The two worked up a rough demo of the instrumental one day in the studio and showed it to Green. The singer then grabbed a pen and scrawled out some simple, timeless lyrics about love and faithfulness. But it wasn't exactly lightning in a bottle. In fact, the long road to the song's completion had just started. Green didn't think much of the song and didn't even really want to record it. It took Willie Mitchell 2 days to even convince Green to give it a shot. Mitchell was so persistent because he knew the song could be a hit. By this point, he'd been working in the music industry for more than a decade. He got his start as a trumpeter and bandleader, recording a number of minor hits throughout the 60s. By 1970, Mitchell had moved to the other side of the booth and taken up the role of vice president at Memphis's High Records. It was Mitchell who first signed Green to High Records. He had a vision for the future of soul music, and he knew Green could help him realize it. In his early career, Green had been trying to emulate the biggest soul stars of the day. He was inspired by singers like Jackie Wilson, James Brown, and Otis Redding. When these artists sang, they belted. Their songs were filled with energetic shouts, their voices tinged with gritty rasp.
I can't stop now. Please, yeah. Don't make me stop now, yeah.
In some of Green's earlier hits, you can hear him imitating this sound. 1967's Back Up Train was recorded before Green teamed up with Mitchell, and its choruses see Green growing to a dramatic belt.
So, Mr. Conductor, turn this train all you gotta do is turn this train music in my hand.
This tendency to sing loud was still around in his early work with Willie Mitchell. 1971's Tired of Being Alone opens on a powerful, shouted chorus.
I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired of on my own. Won't you help me, girl, just as soon as you can?
When Green was finally talked into recording Let's Stay Together, he approached it with this same mentality. But Mitchell knew that wasn't right. Green recalled to NPR, "I'm in here trying to blow the studio top off." And Willie kept saying, "No, just say it." I'm going like, "I think I need to just muscle up and sing it." He said, "Don't try to handle the song, Al. Just let the song happen. Just let it happen. Just let it ooze out." Mitchell had no disrespect for the wild soul greats of the 60s, but he believed that the genre could move somewhere smoother and calmer. The sound wasn't going to come easy, though. Mitchell and Green spent days in the studio, recording around 100 takes of Let's Stay Together before landing on the sound that Mitchell envisioned. To get that sound perfect, they needed the right microphone. Mitchell found it in an RCA 77DX ribbon microphone. That mic uses a delicate, vibrating ribbon, which allows it to pick up extremely subtle details of the human voice. For that reason, it's been a favorite of singers and broadcasters alike for decades. 77DXs can be seen on the desks of Dick Clark and Larry King, and heard in the soft, crooning songs of Bing Crosby and Frank Sinatra. Mitchell labeled the exact mic he used for Al Green as number 9. He explained to The New Yorker, "When I first got Al to come into the studio, I knew he was special, and I knew I had to be perfect to capture it. So I tried to use all kinds of mics for his voice, and when I heard him on number 9, I said, oh my god, this is the real thing. It was a real romantic sound, a soft, warm sound." Mic number 9 picked up every subtlety of Green's vocal performance. Each breath and whisper comes to vivid life as Green seems to be singing directly into the ears of the listener.
I'm so in love with you. Whatever you want to do is alright with me.
Green's vocals simply float. They have a light, airy energy that gives the song its remarkable simplicity and helps underscore the lightness of this everlasting love.
Why people break up, and turn around and make up. I just came to see.
Despite all the effort that went into getting the song to the right spot, Green's performance feels completely effortless. Green himself had a strategy to keep things light after days of fruitless recording, as Mitchell explained in the documentary The Gospel According to Al Green. "We are in the ghetto, and there's a bunch of winos out there, and they were all out there drinking. So Al said, why don't you go and get 4 or 5 gallons of wine? Let's bring those people into the studio. So we brought about 50 people in here. All the winos were drinking wine, laying on the floor when we cut the record, and we'd tell them to be quiet." Crazy as this approach may seem, it proved successful. The light energy of the studio helped Green find a place of pure emotion and sink into an idyllic picture of faithful romance.
Ooh, baby, let's stay together, loving you weather, times are good and bad, happy or sad.
Mitchell put just as much care into the instrumentals as he did to the vocals. Al Jackson's drums provide a rock-solid rhythm for Green to croon and ad-lib on, while subtle horn hits inject just the right amount of energy and noise into the song. In an interview with Robert Palmer, Mitchell explained his philosophy on instrumental arrangement, saying that he didn't like to use horns throughout the arrangement. Instead, he liked horns to come in and out, like conversation. That's the way I think of a record. The horns talking to the bass, and the bass talking to the drums, and the singer talking to everybody, and everybody talking to the singer. Let's Stay Together is full of this kind of subtle musical conversation. All of the pieces come into a calm and careful synergy that parallels the romantic unity sung about in the lyrics. When Let's Stay Together dropped, it proved Mitchell right, and made all the long hours in the studio worth it. Al Green was launched to superstardom, and he brought Mitchell with him. Let's Stay Together became the first of 7 top 10 hits for Green, and Mitchell's production style was soon dubbed the Memphis Sound. Soul music was forever changed, as much of the 70s saw the genre pull back into lush arrangements and romantic croons. Let's Stay Together is a warm hug from familiar hands. It's a shared glass of wine after a long day of work. It's musical intimacy at its finest. And if love and relationships were truly as simple as Let's Stay Together make them feel, I could end the video here. Unfortunately, there's an elephant in the room that we need to address. In 1977, Al Green found his own love and married. That marriage was nowhere near as idyllic as the romantic music he made. Green was a cruel husband and abused his wife on and off for nearly the entirety of their 6-year marriage. Now, Green seems to have reformed himself. Toward the end of that marriage, he stopped performing pop music and turned to the church, recording a series of gospel albums. We can never know exactly what's happening in the heads of a star, but maybe it was some attempt to atone for his sins. I don't want to turn this video into an entire discussion of how we deal with art from problematic artists, because that's a difficult and ongoing conversation. But I also think it's important not to gloss over these things, especially since we're talking about Let's Stay Together as such a profound love song. In the final accounting of things, we need to look at Al Green not as some authority on love, but as a deeply flawed human who experienced love just as every other human does. Working together with Willie Mitchell, Green was able to create a song that captured the brilliant, indescribable sensation that love is. And that song can stand as a reminder that even when love is at its best, even when it feels simple and effortless, there's always work, passion, and complexity lying beneath the surface. One of the reasons I love Al Green, Willie Mitchell, and that smooth Memphis sound is because it's just so easy on the ears. As someone who spent a lot of my youth playing in bands, going to shows, and listening to music a little too loud, my ears aren't exactly in the greatest shape. And that's why I'm really excited to partner with Hears for this video. Hears makes sleek, comfortable, noise-reducing earplugs to help protect your ears and let you keep listening to the music that you love. Hears was founded by 2 lifelong music nerds who wanted people to be able to enjoy music without damaging their ears. About 1.5 billion people worldwide have some level of hearing loss, and 32.5% of those also report tinnitus. I'm one of those people. So I've been using Hears, and honestly, they're fantastic. They fit nice and snug, and they help ensure that I don't wake up with ringing ears after each party or concert I go to. They're also fantastic at reducing ambient noise if I'm out and about trying to focus, or traveling in loud environments. Ear health is something that everyone should take seriously, especially music lovers like us. So if you want to try out Hears, you can check out the link in the description and use the code Polyphonic for an exclusive 10% discount. And hey, thanks for watching.